Hey there, Radical Cat parents! I'm Eileen with Wildernesscat, and today we're going to be taking a closer look at a biodegradable tofu cat litter from FreshClaw. I've been trying it out for a few weeks, and I'm going to share that experience with you and let you know what makes this cat litter special. So, a quick heads up, we did receive this cat litter for free in exchange for a review. However, our reviews are still 100% honest and completely based on our actual experience. So, first things first, what is FreshClaw cat litter? So I said it's a tofu cat litter, but what does that mean? Basically, it's a biodegradable plant-based cat litter made from pea fiber, cornmeal, and starch. So since it's made from these sustainable plant ingredients, it's more of an earth-friendly choice as opposed to clay litter, for example, which is strip mined and can be damaging to the environment. So in addition to being a biodegradable and earth-friendly choice, the other thing that makes FreshClaw cat litter special is that it is sold as a subscription. So basically, you never have to really worry about running out of cat litter. It's going to be delivered on a set schedule, so you don't have to really worry about going out and purchasing litter. When you sign up, you'll select how many cats you have, and depending on how many you have, you'll get 2 10-pound bags of cat litter either every 2 months, every 1 month, or every 15 days. If you want to try out the litter and make a one-time purchase of 1 bag, you can find this litter on Amazon under the brand name Pet NF. So it's the same as the FreshClaw litter, however, you can just get 1 bag. So now that we know a little bit more about the litter, what did we do to test it? So we tried out this litter for 3 weeks with our 2 cats, Wessie and Forrest. Whenever we're testing out a litter, we always look at several different key cat litter metrics. So these are going to be dust production, how well the litter absorbs and clumps, odor control, and tracking and scatter. After 3 weeks of testing and observing in all of these different areas, I'm going to tell you what our experience was like and how this litter stacks up. First of all, let's take a look at how much dust this litter produced. When I poured it into the litter box, I didn't really notice any dust at all. There might have been a trace of dust, but it wasn't enough for me to notice. And it definitely didn't leave me coughing or feeling like I was breathing in dust, as happens a lot of the time with different crystal cat litters and some clay litters. Overall, this litter was a very low dust litter. So if you have respiratory issues or your cat has respiratory issues, this litter is a pretty good choice. When I first poured the litter into the box, I noticed that the FreshClaw cat litter had a very nice scent. It's something like a mix of vanilla and Play-Doh. It was a very light and pleasant scent, nothing overpowering. I like to generally avoid scented litters because many cats don't like strongly perfumed litters, and I personally don't like perfume litters either. The litter pellets themselves are very soft, and our cats seem very comfortable walking and digging in the litter. Both cats took to the litter right away. They were very comfortable with it, and Wessie consistently chose to use the FreshClaw cat litter rather than the other litter that was in our litter robot at the time. After we got the litter box set up, over the next few weeks, I observed how the FreshClaw performed in the other important areas. So let's start with clumping and absorbency. Now, this litter, I noticed it created pretty cohesive but soft clumps. They had a similar consistency to a dry dough, and if I handled them a little bit too roughly, they would fall apart a little bit, like they'd start to crumble. So I did have to be relatively careful while scooping so that I didn't leave little litter clump crumbs behind in the litter box. Because the pellets are a little bit larger than a traditional fine grain cat litter, I did notice that it worked better when I used a large slotted litter scoop rather than like one of the fine sifting litter scoops that I would use for a clay litter. The litter seemed to absorb urine and create clumps relatively quickly. And I think because of this relatively quick clumping, I didn't notice that the litter stuck to the sides of the box or anything. I didn't have any issues with those big clumps that gather in the corners and get stuck, have to dig them out like cement, like you sometimes get with different clay litters. So overall, the litter was easy to scoop as long as you have like a relatively large slotted litter scoop. Now, one of my favorite things about the FreshClaw cat litter was its odor control abilities. This litter started off really strong with odor control and continued to work really well throughout the 3-week test period. I didn't really notice any odors at all unless I got up really close to the litter box, which was really nice, especially considering that there was a little bit of crumbling from the clumps. Because traditionally you might expect that if you have a slightly crumbly clump, you'll get little urine particles left behind in the box, right? However, the odor control was so good that even if there were some clumps left behind, I didn't really notice that they were there. They didn't leave behind a lot of odors. By the end of the 3-week period, I was starting to notice a little bit of a urine odor coming from the box, which indicated that it was time to change out the litter altogether. So overall, I was pretty satisfied with that because that's right on par with FreshClaw's suggestion of 1 month per bag per cat. So overall, I was very satisfied with the FreshClaw cat litter's odor control abilities. Now, as for tracking and scatter, I found this litter to be pretty average. It's lightweight enough that the cats did kick it out of the litter box. However, it never really went further than the litter mat, so it wasn't really any more of an issue than any other litter. A few pellets did get tracked into the next room, but I didn't really notice the litter sticking to our cat's paws or anything like I've noticed with some like lightweight clay cat litters. Overall, FreshClaw cat litter did a great job across the board during our 3-week test. While it tracked a little bit and didn't have the firmest clumps, it was a really strong performer in all of the other areas that we tested. It was an extremely low dust choice and had really excellent odor control. Combine this with the fact that it's a biodegradable cat litter made from safe and sustainable ingredients, FreshClaw cat litter seems to be a pretty solid choice. However, FreshClaw cat litter does have one other downside, and that would be cost. This litter costs at minimum around $20 a month if you have 1 cat, which is fairly expensive. It's a lot more expensive than more popular clay cat litters, and it's honestly pretty expensive compared to other plant-based cat litters on the market as well. However, if you're looking for a biodegradable cat litter with excellent odor control and the convenience of a subscription, FreshClaw cat litter might be a pretty good choice. I hope this video helped you to learn a little bit more about FreshClaw cat litter. If you have any questions about this litter or about any other cat topics, please let us know in our comment section. And if you enjoyed this video or found it helpful, please give us a thumbs up and subscribe to our channel for more reviews like this one, as well as all other cat-related content. Thanks for watching.